let's look at example D. It says a flagpole casts a shadow 28 feet long, and a person standing nearby casts a shadow 8 feet long. If the person is 6 feet tall, how tall is the flagpole? So let's first highlight the important information. So it says a flagpole and a shadow of 28 feet, and then I have a person who's standing nearby that casts a shadow of 8 feet. And then if the person is 6 feet tall, so the person is 6 feet tall, and then how tall is the flagpole? So let's go ahead and underline our question so we make sure that we actually answer what it's asking. So the very first thing I can do is I can create a flagpole. So I have a flagpole, doesn't have to be anything perfect, flag. My flag casts a shadow, and my shadow is always on the ground, so that shadow is going to be 28 feet long. And then it says a person, so let's draw a little person. My person is casting a shadow of 8 feet long. Shadows are always on the ground, so 8 feet long. And then it says my person is 6 feet tall. So what I have to do, it says how tall is the flagpole. So I don't know how tall the flagpole is, so I'm going to use a variable. I'm going to use x. I need to color code, so let's go ahead and color my height in red and my height of my person in red, because those correspond to each other. And then let's go ahead and color our shadows green. So in order for me to solve this, I'm going to create a box. And let's go ahead and label our person the small, because it's definitely smaller than a flagpole. Let's go ahead and label our flagpole the big picture. So let's label small and big on our box. And then the two colors I used was red and green, so let's go ahead and color our boxes red and green. Now all I have to do is fill this in. So what I have to fill in is my small red one, which is my person. So I could also have labeled this person and flagpole. My small person is going to be 6 on my red, my height is 6, and then my big or my flagpole, my X was red. And then my small person, the green was 8, and then my big or the flagpole and my green was 28. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. So I have 28 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 plus 4 is 16. So I get 168, and then I have to divide by 8. So 168 divided by 8. 8 goes into 16 2 times. I bring down this 8. 8 goes into 8 one time. And I'm left over with no remainder. So I know that my X is 21. So my flagpole is 21 feet long, or tall, 21 feet tall. So let's make sure that we answered our question. It says, how tall is the flagpole? So did we actually answer the tallness of my flagpole? Yes, we did, and it's 21 feet. Always go back to your question and make sure that you are actually answering the question. Alright, so let's go ahead and glue these notes into your notebook. You're going to have to make a tab so that you can do the front and the back. And it's going to go on page 89. Make sure that you also glued in your warm-up in case you have not done so already. And so I'm going to read this for you unless you've already read it yourself. But it says you have 25 minutes to complete 8 problems similar to those that we worked in our notes. If you need help, first consult your notes. So use your notes first. Then if that still doesn't help, quietly ask your neighbor. That's the person that's sitting next to you, not across the room. And if that doesn't help, you may raise your hand. Raise your hand, don't shout out to get help from me. Please be as independent as possible. It's very important that you practice on your own without asking too many questions. All right, go ahead and get started.